Hi, this is Linda West with Living Live, and I'm so excited today to interview Ryan Long, the founder of City Summit, City Gala. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. But before we get started, hi, Kristen. We see that you're there. Awesome. I want to share with you guys that I'm going to be speaking at an event called Massive Success Breakthrough, February 9th through 11th. I'm not speaking all 3 days, but I'm going to be speaking on February 9th. And I'd love to have you guys attend. So go to attendmsb.com. Tickets are only $15. So come and join me at that event. If you are into philanthropy, you know somebody who's into philanthropy, you love the stars, you love getting yourself out there, I highly recommend that you share this video with those people, because not only that, we're going to have a great free gift offer at the end of the show. Now, you do have to watch the show because the key word for you to enter is going to be at the very end. And then the winner is going to be announced on Friday. Okay, so you have plenty of time to win. The free gift is going to be 2 general admission tickets to the City Gala in at Universal Studios. They're valued at $750 each, and that's going to be March 4th. Again, that's at Universal Studios. So really excited to offer that. And with that, I want to thank Ryan for being here. I'm going to introduce you guys to Ryan. So as a youth, Ryan Long endured a troubled and impoverished childhood. He met his birth father at the age of 5, but was badly beaten during one of their only outings, and to the point that his mother never allowed him to be alone together with him. His mother remarried, and the new stepfather was a disappointment as well. Ultimately, she fled, taking Long, his half-brother, and an unrelated stepdaughter along for the child's safety, and raised her as her own daughter from then on. As he reached the age of junior high, Long's mother was able to move the small clan to a better level of assisted housing and worked full-time to support the young family while putting herself through college at night. Long spent many hours in the company of his beloved grandfather, who, in an effort to quell his troublesome nature and to channel his energy, persuaded and taught him how to play baseball. It was a life-changing adventure that gave Long a welcome taste of success. So in 2014, the concept of the City Gala was born in order to assist startup nonprofits in obtaining seed funding so that they could launch into a full-fledged business. The idea was to bring highly visible and influential individuals to speak on behalf of the charitable organizations and attract large donors and sponsors. So welcome, Ryan, to the show. I'm so excited to have you here because I attended City Summit, was blown away, and I cannot wait to see what the heck City Gala is all about.
Well, thank you. And thank you for having me. And it's always a pleasure to talk to you, Linda.
Thank you so much. You know, I want to talk about how it all came about. First of all, what is City Summit? And then we'll talk about City Gala in a minute. But what is City Summit and how did this concept come about?
City Summit is a world-class, socially conscious business acceleration experience. And the experience of business acceleration is twofold. You're going to learn and you're going to network. And we just have these gigantic business minds that come to teach and network and give to entrepreneurs the assets that they need in order to build a strong business. So that's what the City Summit is.
I love it. I attended for the first time. Was it last month? Gosh,
it was in January.
It was this month. It was this month. Oh my gosh! Yeah. It feels like it was a long time ago because the people I met there were really amazing. I've seen many of them since then, and just absolutely incredible event, an incredible time. But it feels like it was a long time ago. That's how much the friendships are. I think when we make great relationships, great friendships with people, that time just kind of seems to slow down, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so. Well, I had a great time. It was wonderful to see and meet everybody, and that summit was dedicated to wealth mastery and mindset. But the upcoming summit is a little bit more broad. So it's not just dedicated to wealth mastery and mindset. It's dedicated to a full, well-rounded presentation from innovation to strategy to marketing and all of the above. If you're in sales, if you're a professional, you have no choice. You will learn something new about, because I sit there in the audience and I am just absolutely dumbfounded by the amount of information and wisdom that these guys are able to deliver to our crowd. So I'm very grateful to our speakers.
And you can't help but, walk away with some amazing golden nuggets at the summit. And I can't imagine what the next one's going to be like. But now the next City Summit, is that March 2nd and 3rd?
It is. And I'll tell you why we created it. Basically, the City Summit is to save me from myself, because I started my journey as a fundraiser for charitable purposes, and my bleeding heart passion to give and build and grow the gala and make sure that startup charitable nonprofits were they got some seed funding and they were given an awareness that they're not commonly gifted with, right? Most of these nonprofits go out of business very, very soon. They're so passionate about their mission, and they want to go out into the community and do something great, but no one gives them a shot. And so I thought, well, I can give them a shot. That would be great. However, it's very tough to make a living giving money away. So I came up with, how do we serve the community of people that are giving the most? Who gives the most to charitable organizations? It's successful business owners, successful entrepreneurs, right? How can we serve them? By producing a world-class event where other Forbes-listed Inc. 500 company CEOs. I mean, it's the founder of everything. It's the founder of Quest Nutrition. It's the co-founder of Constant Contact. It's the founder of co-founder of Priceline. The people that we're working with have founded billion-dollar enterprises. They know exactly how you can build on your business.
That's awesome. So the summit was created to raise money for nonprofits.
No, the gala was created to raise money for nonprofits. The summit was created so that I had a for-profit enterprise that I can put all my energy into, that didn't divert or dilute the intention, which was that to give forward. So the entire intention is still to learn, share, network, grow, give. But the summit serves entrepreneurs in a way that they can even just invest in themselves, right? Purchasing a ticket to the summit is an investment in your own business. Why? You're going to meet and network with the caliber of entrepreneur that you want to be around, and you're also going to learn new strategies and methods that are just uncommon in the startup phase, or uncommon at that mid-level growth phase where you need to hit an S curve and strike out on a new path, or generate new leads, or diversify your revenue streams. Those are things that happen at the City Summit at length, in detail, described right to you.
Exactly. And, and some of the people, even just sitting in the audience, not even the people on stage, but I met some writers, producers, film producers. I met a gentleman who said I would be really good at doing like books on tape kind of thing. I said, what? I hate my voice. He's like, I said, okay, cool. So it was really interesting, some of the people that were there, because a lot of times I go to these like 2 or 3 day events, and I meet the same people over and over and over again. But here I met some like totally different kind of people, and it really is an amazing event. Now let's talk about how you got into philanthropy, because I'm with you. I'm totally with you on it. I literally could just raise money for charity and not work a day in my life if I didn't need to make some money, so I totally get it. And so how did you get into philanthropy, or why did you get into philanthropy?
Well, I started off as a nightclub promoter. So you can imagine me trying to be a cool guy in Hollywood. This is 15 plus years ago now, when I started promoting nightclubs in the Hollywood circuit. And so I thought it was so cool. After my and you read a little bit of my biography. Some of the details there are maybe anyway specific, but I grew up a poor kid that, we were on housing assistance and welfare and in a poor community. And so what happens when you get around a little bit of flash and glamour and stuff like that is that you want to be a part of that. And so naturally, as a very young, in my youth, in my early 20s, I gravitated towards nightclub promoting and trying to look like what I would describe today as a jerk, or
okay.
Anyhow, the start of me in the nightclub business was purely significance driven. It was shallow, empty, superficial, and it was about making money and trying to serve myself. And long story short, after years of doing that and years of just really finding myself in the same predicament where I was unhappy and not fulfilled, I wound up living at my grandma's house, and I had just gone through a breakup. I had just moved out of a house with my ex-fiance, and I was broke, and so there I am living with grandma, and I decided to start reading transformational personal development and self-help books. And it really rewired me from the inside out. And so the reason why I got into philanthropy, yeah, sure.
Because how did you find those books? Because they didn't just pop out of nowhere. What directed you to those self-help books?
Well, I think it was actually just a desire to change. I had a strong desire for things to be. And I do have that nature that just wants to continue to grow and build. And so if you have that ambition to grow and make progress, and you're, stuck in a depression at grandma's house, I think that's one of the more productive things that you could do is pick up a book. And so I think it's impossible to travel through this world and not hear of Napoleon Hill or Tony Robbins or someone that's going to give you some sort of wisdom that can help you. But just to touch back on why I got into philanthropy, I served all those years as a nightclub promoter, wound up broke and at grandma's, and then decided, hey, look, I'm embarrassing my family by what I've been doing. Here's what I would like to do with the rest of my life. I'm going to use all my resources to help other people. And I'm gonna use this advice from these wonderful personal development coaches. I'm gonna use this advice, and I'm gonna just transfer it all into philanthropic and humanitarian work. And so that's what I did. From that very moment, I just started working there. And the reason why is I just simply put, I wanted my son to have a father that he could be proud of. I wanted my mom and my grandma to be, proud of me again. I had put them through so much that this was my journey to repay the debt, so to speak, of a lifetime of guilt and frustration and so forth.
Well, that's awesome. I love the fact that you figured all that out and then you're doing something about it, because a lot of times people figure things out. It's so hard, I don't want to do it, but you're doing it. And I know you're working, 28 hours a day. Like you're making it happen. Because I see you online at the same time I'm online. It's crazy, but you're doing such good work. And let's talk about the gala. Like, what is it about the gala that you would say is the best thing about it?
I think the very, very best thing is that we're assisting nonprofit charitable organizations in the awareness that there are more than just those big charitable organizations that you would always know about. These people are serving communities. These people are small non-for-profits for the most part. We have one or two that have been around for a little bit longer, but for the most part, the organizations that we're working with at the City Gala are in fact, startups. And that's one of the things that I think is the best thing. The other thing is the public awareness campaign that we're able to generate around those non-for-profits and around the City Gala. It's galvanized by celebrities. And people want to go out on the evening of the Grammys, on the evening of the Oscars. So we just host this event with highly influential celebrities surrounding our charitable beneficiaries with the type of names and recognition. It makes it easy for people to kind of migrate over. Makes it easy for them to say, you know what, I'm going to check this thing out. There's something about it I'd like to give to these organizations.
And why celebrities? Is it just for the, why celebrities?
Well, I think undoubtedly what happens is, and you see it over and over again, is that celebrities, they experience what I've felt. And that's, you can only have so much significance before your need for contribution and growth starts to overtake you. So you see celebrities over and over again. They're endorsing humanitarian causes. They're out there using their voice as a cause for social good all the time. And I think that why celebrities, they have the crowd and influence on their fan base that can be galvanized towards some of what it is that we're doing. So that is absolutely why.
Can you tell us who's going to be at the gala this year? We
have yet to announce. We have yet to announce our keynote speaker for the City Gala, but I am proud to say that Ashton Kutcher is headlining the City Summit along with Jack Canfield and Ty Lopez and multitude of, I shouldn't have said all those names because I should say every single name that we have on the roster because it's all amazing from Friday to Sunday. But City Gala announcement coming soon. Check citygala.org for the update or just check in the news because it'll be across the newswire.
Okay, awesome. And then how do you find your celebrities? Or let's like the first event. How did you find the celebrities? Did you already know them or how did you find them?
Well, in the case of celebrities, it's matched with the causes that we're working towards. And so if we're doing something related to culture and arts, then there's certain influential people that we would want to get involved. Let's take Ashton Kutcher, for example, okay? Ashton Kutcher is speaking at the City Summit. Yes, he's a well-known movie star, but that guy is an investment extraordinaire. He has built, he invested in Airbnb and Uber, and he's been ahead of the times in investments to the innovation marketplace from Hollywood to Silicon Valley before it was cool. Before it was cool, Ashton Kutcher was doing it. And so, I'm looking at it as, well, there's that part of it, and then there's also his social cause, right? So he's a movie star that's highly influential and very popular, and he's a great business investor, hundreds of millions of dollars in his A-grade investment firms right now. But then on the other side, for the social cause and the good of humanitarian work, he has this organization called Thorn that invents software to hunt down human traffickers. And he's working with the FBI and CIA to help hunt down these people that are enslaving people across the world. And he's appeared before great media, and I believe he went either to the United Nations or to the White House or a combination of both, or Congress, or a combination of both, in order to present this to the United States of America as this is his cause. This is his day job. His day job is he is the co-founder and chairman of this organization that liberates people out of this. And why are we talking about it? We're talking about it because, number one, one of City Gala's beneficiaries this year is the Child Liberation Foundation, and they do the same work. So that's number one. And number two, Ashton has created this software to hunt down these criminals, these people that are enslaving young people all over the world. So I just think it was all in all a good match. So if you ask me about why celebrities, there's your case in point. There's a case study for you.
Wow, that's so fantastic. Now, how do you choose the nonprofits you're going to work with?
There's an application process that we go through every year. We get I'd like to say hundreds. I think it's in the thousands now of applicants that would like to be a part of the City Gala.
Yeah.
And, you know, I go through the process with my team and we just sort out sort of who's got the biggest heart, who's got the idea that's really a driver towards the world's global grand challenges, and you know, who's ready and eager to serve with 1,000% commitment. Those are the type of things that we look at when choosing a beneficiary.
And that's with thousands of applicants. It really is hard to narrow down who those ones that really heartfelt, as opposed to looking for some extra money for their nonprofit.
Well, I don't blame people for looking for extra money. You know, the only thing that in a real personal sense is I want to give it to people that are not going to quit after year one, you know, or year two, or when times get tough. I want to give money to people that are going to keep going, and this is their mission, their life, their cause. This is why they were put on planet Earth. I think that, you know, I was put on planet Earth to help organizations like this, and I will only ask them for the same type of commitment to their organization as we help them, you know, grow. So I spend the entire year volunteering for these nonprofits. I don't charge them any money. I don't, you know, this is not a thing where I'm like making a huge amount of money over it. For one full year, I am their volunteer. They can call me day and night. I'm there to help them. We have dedicated sessions, video calls, weekly strategy sessions. We hold events in their cities. Some of them are in, you know, Chicago, Miami, New York. They're not all just centrally located. So we fly out to their cities, show them how to host an event, show them how to become a sustainable organization. And after a culmination of an entire year of work, then there's the City Gala. It is the culmination of a year-long worth effort, team effort.
That's amazing. Do you have other people that also help, or is this just you doing the part where you're volunteering for them for a whole year?
Oh my goodness, I could not ever say that it's me alone. It is and has been a team effort the entire time. So I hope that answers your question. There's entirely too many people to thank for bringing this whole thing together.
Though, because I wasn't sure if it was just you, like, oh my gosh, that's a big undertaking. So to have a team help with all that is amazing. So what is the vision for the future of the gala, the summit, anything else?
The future is simply put to grow, to continue to grow. I think the more communities that we can serve and the more entrepreneurs that we can serve, the better. I believe that by serving entrepreneurs, you're empowering the problem solvers of the world. I think that problem solvers are people that strike out and they say, "Oh, there's a challenge out there. I'm going to go ahead and put together this business and you know, meet the challenge, fill the holes that are necessary." That's the definition of entrepreneurship to me. So growing our service to entrepreneurs and business owners, and growing our community of donors, and probably the amounts of times per year that we do a gala is the future for us.
Well, I'm excited to attend, and I'm also excited to have one person win 2 tickets to the gala. So you guys, if you want a chance to win, we're going to announce the winner on Friday. I don't remember what time, but sometime Friday. So type "I want it" in the comments below. That's how you're going to be entered to win the 2 tickets to the gala. Again, it's March 4th, and that's at Universal Studios in California. So I look forward to seeing you guys. And Ryan, I just love what you're doing, your heart, and I'm so glad to have met you and honored to be in your presence. And I see this vision for you, and I actually get emotional just thinking about what you're doing because it's so big, and I know that, and it's such a blessing. Thank you so much for everything you do. And I look forward to seeing you. I'll see you March 3rd because March 2nd, I'm already volunteering at another event. So I'll see you March 3rd though, okay?
Fantastic. We'll be happy to have you. And thank you for the support, Linda.
Thank you so much. And you have a great day. I'll see you soon.
Thank you. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.